Hi guys. Today we have a special Halloween spread for you. Let me just turn up the light and then I'll turn it back down once we pick. So we have pile number 1, number 2, and number 3. And welcome to Spooky Month, doves. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and pick your pile. And then I have a special spread to like help kind of like it's more of a help you, not really a love reading. But it's called the Black Cat spread. Haha. So yeah, go ahead and pick. This is a blue goldstone. I don't remember. I think this is a green lace agate, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. Because I don't remember because I didn't write it down like I should have, because then I remember it. And then this is an chevron amethyst. We got lamb and warrior, patience and rabbit, and hyena and transmute. So, I'll see you guys in your individual piles. And happy Halloween, everyone. I know it's not Halloween yet, but you know, spooky month. Yeah. All right. The lamb and the warrior and the green lace agate. I'm going to warn you right now that this is probably going to be the tough love pile. Uh, so, if I have any doves in here that can't handle that right now, I would pick a different pile, save to your watch later, and come back to it when you're feeling more in the headspace. Or, just this is all what you guys want to do and at your own risk. So we have two oppositions here. We have the lamb, which is like a sort of martyr energy, an innocence, being led places, and then we have the warrior that the like, and it's very an Aries energy pile, very much so, with the lamb and the warrior here, and it's like masculine and feminine, um, kind of with the lamb and the ram horns, Um, so I feel like the you guys have been like, this is where the tough love part comes in. You guys have been sitting back in your own life and uh, you've been like sitting back as a passenger in your own life, not really living it. You've been letting other people make decisions for you and not making choices that you want and just being complacent in your own life. Okay? And I don't want you to go from 0 to 100, but the warrior is like calling you to stand up and set your own boundaries and fight against depression. But don't fight in everything, right? Pick your battles, pick what is important enough to stand up for, but find this transition in between, like the middle ground of these, because that's a very healthy energy to be in. Healthy is relative to each person, but um, it's kind of like a period of growth for you, is what's going on right now. And so I feel like this reading will really help you guys because um, you're in the period of growth, and this is like a more of a reading based on like helping you grow. So go ahead and get into your tarot spread pretty soon here. I just want to tell you now more about the lamb. So the lamb card in this deck, which is the animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit, is besides that, it's telling you to approach things with a calm. So the lamb is a message that resonates within the core of your being, like a truth. Like when you ring a gong and it just like vibrates through you, kind of truth. So it's like from advice from a friend, random advice from a stranger that just hits you. Um, and it's like telling you to approach it with calm, kindness, patience, and maybe meditation. You might want to look into meditating to get this answer too, if it's something you seek within yourself. And then, so it could be also the opposite of the warrior. Maybe you were being too intense. You were fighting everything all the time. You weren't picking your battles. So it's like finding a balance between these two energies, I feel like, is what's going on. Let's get into your tarot. Use this one. And then we're going to do the black cat spread, okay? Let me know if you guys like my little fabric I brought out for Halloween. Trying to get more Halloween decorations, but you know, they're still up in the attic. All right, let's see. How you try to present yourself to the world. And I do take reversals in this deck. How the world / others actually see you. All right. How those close to you see you. How you see yourself. How you see yourself. The essence of who you actually are. How you can free yourself and be who you're truly meant to be. And when you put them together, it looks like a cat. Meow. Anyway, happy Halloween. So, how you truly... So, this is how you try to present yourself to the world. Interesting. So, the Six of Coins, upright, is about being uncharitable and giving, like an equal give and take situation. Which is Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. I don't know if I said Pentacles naturally or coins because the card is coins. In this deck is Pentacles, okay? But since it's reversed, it feels like maybe there's people, they sense for some reason a disingenuineness in you're giving. Like maybe there's strings attached to your gift when you're giving. Imbalance, lack of self-care, unpaid debts. So, or maybe you're giving too much and you need to stop over giving of yourself because you need to fill your own cup too, or the cookie will crumble. How the world and others actually see you. The King of Wands reversed. So you have like extremely high expectations, but you don't know how to get what you want, so that leads to frustration. So like you want something of this quality, but you don't know how to go about creating that, so you get subpar quality and then you get mad and frustrated, is what I'm getting. And then it's a lack of confidence as well. Like you're overgiving. You don't really know who you are right now or what you want. There's like a passivity I'm feeling. I'm picking up very strongly. And you're unsure of like everything. So if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. And that's very true. But the thing I like about the King of Wands is he's a phoenix, and phoenixes always rise of the ashes. I'm not the hugest fan of a peacock as a phoenix. Like that's just my personal thing, but it's still very pretty. This is the Tarot of the Divine, by the way. And then we're going to go to number 3, which is how those close to you see you. Magician reversed. So you have like a very high potential, but they feel like you might be squandering it a bit. like you don't see your own potential. Indecisive, unsure, misaligned, directionless. You're feeling lost, and people are picking up that in like the general world, and people are that you don't even know, and people close to you are as well. You don't know what you want, you don't know what you stand for, so you're letting other people decide for you, and it's not healthy. Figure out what you want, whether that be to see an astrologist. I saw an astrologist and a psychic recently. It was really, really cool. Validating things I kind of knew and figured out. But like something you're interested in knowing, because I really want to know more about astrology and stuff, and learn more about my chart and what I'm meant to do and be. I use it more as a direction, not like a guideline. So use it as a direction to point yourself in. It's not the end all be all, right? Nothing is. It's your choice. You have free will at the end of the day. But like find something to invest in, something you're interested in, because I feel like you don't know what to pick. There's so many, it's like the Seven of Cups. There's so many options and you don't know what to pick and you're afraid you're going to make the wrong choice. There is no wrong choice. The only wrong choice is not picking. You need to just decide on something and go with it. And if that choice will run its course, and then you'll be redirected once it's done. Okay. Number 5, the essence of who you actually are. Knight of Cups, a romantic at heart. So you're a very emotionally deep, romantic, caring person. Um, and you just kind of want to like, I feel like you want to save people, right? Um, Charming, romantic, emotionally driven. I feel like you guys really just want to help people, but you're over helping, and then you don't have enough for yourself, and you got to figure out that balance between the two. And you got to, and people like this especially, you need to have healthy boundaries because people are going to walk all over you if you don't, because they're going to think that you're an open resource for help 24/7. You have romantic ideals of what life can be like, and you're determined to make it a reality. You make decisions with your heart and emotions, which can add more serious spice and beauty to your life. Life is allowed to be dreamy and beautiful. It's not always meant to be hard or disinteresting. Find your passion again, guys. Okay, so that was the essence of who you actually are, and now we're going to get to how you can free yourself. Oh, wait, the essence of who you. Oh, this is how you see yourself, by the way. Page of Wands. Interesting. Useful, joyous, fun loving, but at the same time, you're using this as a sort of like crutch to hide from responsibilities. So you're using this as like a way to escape doing things. You just want to constantly have fun, but you can't get your growth if you don't do the stuff you need to grow, right? You can't become someone amazing and self-reliant and self-sufficient if you keep hiding from it behind this useful joyousness. The Page of Wands isn't a bad card, like necessarily, but I feel like you're using it as and the Page of Cards comes right after the Ten of Wands. So maybe you're trying to still recover from that. Inspiration, new ideas, grounded. I don't feel like you're very necessarily grounded right now. And then we have the Ten of Swords reversed. So which is how you can free yourself from what you truly are. It's going to be setting those boundaries and getting rid of the people that don't respect those boundaries in your life. Like, nobody is entitled to you but you. See, this Ten of Swords specifically is a father cutting off of his daughter's fingers as she clings to the side of the boat to get her out of his raft so he can have more, I think it was more food or something of the sort, but he killed his own daughter. Um, and then when she finally like tried to fight back and Be like, no, I don't want to die, right? He cut off her fingers and she sank to the bottom of the ocean. Crisis, grief, ending, but in reverse, it's resisting change, healing, and recovery. You may be clinging to something that has already slipped away, prolonging the pain and inevitable change. So you're sitting in this passivity, right? Because you don't want things to change and you're scared of the change. But this whole thing is about changing into a better version of you. And it's just as fun and it's probably more beautiful. But you got to set those boundaries with people, especially those closest to you. And if don't they don't last. The relationships don't last. They weren't meant to be. Doesn't matter who they are. Doesn't matter if they're your mother, your father, your grandparents. Like if they don't respect your boundaries, like you have to live your own life. You can't live it for other people. They had their life. Just because it's not your fault they didn't live it. Let's roll you some astro dice. 12th house, which is transformations, South Node, Taurus. Okay. So, your South Node is what you learned in your past life, like skills in your past life that you learned. So you might be stuck in stuff that you might want to find out what your North Node is. Just go Google how to find my North Node. And there's a calculator that can do it for you. Solitude, institutions, transcendence, and self-sabotage. I dream for the 12th house. Spiritual life. So I feel like it's a spirituality transformation. And Taurus is a very stubborn sign as well. So, and the South Node is like stuff you've already overcome and done. So you might be just being very stubborn, and this is like a sign to like just let go and change. I want to look up when the month of Taurus is too. There could be something important there for you. I'm going to get you a rune. Got two because two wanted to come out for you. So we have, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry, but it's the sign, this one's the sign of abundance, hope and piety, success and happiness. So you can give again for sure. It's just you have to know your limits to be able to give again, okay? You have to be aware of what you can and can't give. Freedom, energy, action, courage, strength, tenacity, understanding, and wisdom. So the wisdom of knowing when to act, the courage to act, and then you have the warrior, which is action, like an active energy. So might be time to start taking action in your life again, guys. All right, that's it for you, pile number one. I hope this helped you. Good luck, and leave me a little sheep or lamb emoji in the if this helped you. And I hope this does help. It sounds like you guys are going through a really hard time, and I'm so sorry that that's happening to you. But look, it's all going to work out for the better. That popped out. So yeah, guys, please leave a like and comment if you need to. And I hope it all turns out for the best. And happy Halloween, doves. All right, bye-bye. All right, hello, pile number two, the blue goldstone. Beautiful. I chose that one instead of the goldstone because I feel like it's more like Halloweeny, though I think about a goldstone would be like pumpkiny, right? Anyway, so what I noticed about your guys' is after I pulled them out to set up for the pile is it's the tortoise and the hare story. Because we have the tortoise shell and patience and then the rabbit or the hare. Uh-huh. Anyways, so I feel like you're trying to rush something. You really want something, and you really want it, and you want it now, right? You're just rushing it. Um, so the hair is about anxiety, and everything you say breathes life into something. So everything you say manifests something. So you letting your anxiety rule you and be like, oh, this is never gonna happen. Oh, what blah 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 blah, right? That's going to, it's like, so the story in this one with the animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit, is that the rabbit kept freaking out and telling all his friends that the eagle was going to swoop him up and eat him, and so loudly and so often that eventually the eagle heard him and did just that and thanked him for the meal and the idea, right? And then we have the tortoise shell here, which is like everything happens in divine timing with patience. So you're working with the divine at the same time. So not everything's going to happen up to your timetable. It's like it's a symbiotic relationship. You're both working towards the same goal that's good for you. Maybe not always towards the same goal that's good for you, because sometimes humans want toxicity, right? But anyways, um, but you're both working towards the same end goal for the most part. And sometimes it's just not the time yet. So you just have to wait and be patient and just accept that it's going to come. Okay? We're going to get into your tarot spread, which is called the Black Cat Tarot Spread, and it's basically just a helping you um kind of get a feel for yourself more and what you need to do or work on. So we got the manga tarot deck, and I haven't decided if I'm doing reversals in this one yet. I don't know if I am. So this is how you try to present yourself to the world, then how the world / others actually see you. All right, how the world / others actually see you. And then 3, how those close to you see you, how you see yourself, how the essence of who you actually are, and how you can free yourself to be truly you. Then we have a cat. All right, so for number 1, how you are trying to present yourself to the world, we have the Page of Wands. For me, this is a more serious Page of Wands. Like, he's not happy to be like the entertainment or the fool necessarily. His face is very serious. I don't know. You can't see that very well. I'm sorry, guys. So I feel like you want joy and excitement and to travel, but at the same time, you're kind of jaded. Like, the world sees you as kind of jaded, like you're putting up more of a mask or front than, like, you're trying to present this happy-go-lucky attitude, but it's more front, you know it. So 2, dos, how the world and others actually see you. Page of Pentacles. He looks more excited, like he's discovered something new and amazing. Interesting. So they see you more as more reliable than what you try to present. And they may go to you for advice more and like feel like you always have their back, right? And they feel like you seem, the world sees you as more happy. And this is like the general populace, not those close to you. We're going to those close to you, how they actually see you now. 4 of Swords, retreating and resting, exhausted, needs to recuperate. Maybe withdrawn a bit from your close circle and you're trying to like just freaking take a break and rest and relax, or having a bout of insomnia or something. Coming back from a long journey. 4, how you see yourself. Queen of Cups. You see yourself as somebody nurturing, loving, and helpful to others. With an ear that's always ready to listen. A competent judge of people and situations. Good at giving advice. 5, the essence of who you actually are. 6 of Pentacles. A giving and respectable person that doles out advice and charity evenly. Like, you don't judge people. You accept people for who and what they are, and you don't like, you're not going to give more to one person because you like them more than the other person. You're going to give the same fair amount. You're a very fair person. And then 6, how you can free yourself to be truly you. Page of Cups. Add a little bit more of like, see more beauty in the world, see more romance. Life needs to be more beautiful for you. You need to actually see the beauty in it. You're not seeing the beauty anymore. Maybe get creative with something. But definitely take some time to rest and recharge, and try not to give too much. It's also patience, because we have 2 Pentacles. The 4 of Swords, which is like resting and recuperation. There's also a patience here. I feel like you guys might want a relationship, and you might want something out of a relationship that you're not necessarily getting. And so, like, that's what the rabbit and the patience energy is. It's like, calm down, it's coming in divine timing. And you're like, no, I want to now, I want to now. Why isn't it mine? Why isn't it mine? Da, 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 da. That's what I'm kind of feeling. And like, most of these energies are just resting and taking me time, honestly. So that's what I would recommend. Let's get you some runes. Interesting. Okay. That one is Arus. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering the pronouncement. Freedom, energy, action, courage, strength, tenacity, understanding, and wisdom. So having the tenacity and wisdom and patience to wait, and the courage to wait as well, because waiting is, like, honestly anxiety inducing. Trust me, I've been waiting for months for something, and I get you. I know how it feels. This one is Rukena. I'm probably butchering these. I'm so sorry. Regenerative powers, and light of spring. Renewal, promise of new beginnings. So it's gonna come in divine timing, right? And I don't think it's as far away as you think. You just have to have the patience and the faith and the courage to have both. Okay? Let's get you some dice. There's one more I gotta roll. We got Aries. You guys might want to check out pile 1. If it's less about romance, okay, and more about something like a you thing, you might want to check out pile 1. Otherwise, there could be a message in there for you. Anyways, so we got Jupiter, Aries, in the 4th and the 8th house, I believe. Ooh, 8th house. Hello there. I calculate shared resources, sex, death, letting go, regeneration, other people's money, and sharing. So it could be like, it's near the 7th house, which is the marriage and other partnerships, but it's like, it's sharing money. So that's like a deeper commitment to a relationship to me. Sharing resources, because some married couples don't even share their money. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Be careful who you share your money with, because I feel like you are a very generous person, but you got to be very careful with who and how much you give. Okay? Make sure at the end of the day you have enough for you. I wanted to roll it again. I got Gemini, the moon, and the 6th house. So yeah, like, this is definitely like more romantic leanings. Gemini is the house of is communication, and then the sixth house is work, health, services, service, self improvement. So like yeah, I feel like you're very much like it's just improving yourself to be this overall Six of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups isn't bad. She's an emotionally deep, and that's how you see yourself. She's emotionally deep, loving, nurturing energy. But like the Six of Cups is also loving and nurturing, but she's also responsible enough to be able to balance her own karma and financial needs and take care of others, right? Not that the Queen of Cups isn't. It's just the Six of Coins is a very beautiful card to be named after, or like what you're meant to be, kind of thing. Okay. Now I have to go find these freaking ruins that bounced out. So I love you, doves, and I'm going to catch you on the flip side. Happy Halloween! Yes, I know it's not Halloween yet. Spooky month. Whatever. Bye! File number 3 with the amethyst chevron, hyena, and transmute. So I'm feeling very much like if I draw the death card for this, I wouldn't be surprised. It's very much like a transformation and evolution of self. And this pile is the energy I'm getting. So if that's not something you're want to do or looking forward to, or well, nobody looks forward to that. Like change is scary, right? But if that's not something you're like going on or you're going through, probably pick a different pile. But we also see, so this is more of like a kind of self-help spread, the black cat. It's like trying to become the best you can be. Okay? So, not a love reading, I know. Those are really popular. I'm sorry. But I figured I'd do a Halloween spread because you know spooky month. And I was like, I really like this one. It's cool. So, that's what we're going to do. All right, let's talk about your oracle cards. All right. You know how there's always the class clown and they're using that like as a shield? That's basically what the hyena is. Humor, wit, sarcasm. It's about time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in a relationship or to mask things that feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? Charm, witty, funny to be around. So I feel like, and then transmute is taking basically the parts inside yourself that you don't like or want, putting them in a sacred container and transmuting them into something useful and helpful and something you want it to be. So it's like alchemy, alchemizing something like darkness into light, basically, or coal into gold. That's what that is. So it's like this is basically a wake up call, and this is a tough love pile too. So just bear with it. If you can't handle this right now, click off, save it for later, go to a different video, go to a different pile. But the highness basically is saying, what if you actually took your dreams and your goals seriously? Like, what's the worst that could happen trying? Like, for me personally, the steps leading up to the goal are the freaking hardest. Like, I get overwhelmed by all the things I have to do. So, like, when I would work and stuff, I would try, at my job, I would try only to think of the next thing I had to do and the next thing I had to do and the next thing I had to do and not worry about the other stuff until the one thing was done. So if you want, you can make a list, an organized list of what you think you have to do to get to your goals, and then just take it like cut so put them on like flashcards and then put them in a pile and draw them in order and just focus on that one thing until you're done with it and then draw the next flashcard. Yeah, there's a freaking idea, dude. I should do that in my life. Holy crap, I'm a genius. Okay, besties. doves. Let's see what the black cat has in store for you. Okay. Do you like it? Isn't it so pretty? Let me know how you feel about that fabric, bruh. So cool, right? Anyways, so how are you trying to present yourself to the world? I think we have an idea, but let's get more. There we go. How the world actually sees you. Okay. How those close to you see you. How you see yourself. Wait for it, guys. The essence of who you actually are. How you can free yourself to be who you truly are. And there's the cat. Black cat. Oh. Like it? Anyway, let's go. How you try to present yourself to the world. 5 of Swords. I get don't fuck with me energy. I get not someone to be messed with, tougher than you look, and also I'd go to bat for you. Like, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to have me in a fight, but you're also somebody who would have somebody's back, you know, like your close friends' backs. But you're also combative too. That's what I get there. And then 2, how the world actually sees you. Yeah, like a good, like somebody's gonna have your back. So the 3 of Pentacles, teamwork, um, building something together. How close people close to you see you. 5 of Pentacles. They see you as sadness, like a desolation in you. Like you're not happy, but you're pretending to be. Like, oh, it's okay. We don't need to go to this church to get help. We'll be fine. We don't need help. It's like prideful too. Like not willing to get help from others, not willing to accept help from others. Maybe turning people in your life down for help. All right. 5, the essence of who you actually are. Wait, let's see how you see yourself first. 6 of Wands. Victorious. So like conflict, victorious, like you'll win any fight. But is it worth winning the fight? Is it worth fighting to begin with? What's the price that you're willing to pay to win? And is it really winning? This is definitely a tough love pile. Sorry, guys. So, how the essence of who you actually are? Justice. Oh, you guys are beautiful. So once you calm down this energy of combatant and you come from a place of neutrality and just listening to both parties, right? You're like on a cusp of getting there. And you just don't believe you can be this awesome. But like you have a knack and ability to solve issues between people um evil fairly. There might be some grunts about it and stuff, but again, you don't care. You're like, this is the way it is. Like, this is how I see it. You're a mediator and you're a fair one, and you don't let your personal ties influence your judgments. Now, how can you get there? Knight of Cups. Lighten up your life a little bit. Not in the hyena way, but like have some fun, do something for you. Go on an adventure. If you have somebody you like start exploring some romance. Be more romantic if you're already in a relationship. Spend some more time with your partner. Maybe go horseback riding because we got a couple of cards with horses in it. If you want to give that a try. But it's definitely being more open and emotionally available and also like mature to get to here. Because you have to have emotional maturity to be able to filter out and turn off your emotions. You can't just ice them out with intellect, cold intellect. Because then that'll douse your passion, and you don't want your passion to be doused either. All right, let's get you some runes. I grabbed 3 for you, so you're getting 3. That's all the other pals got 2. All right, so we got initiation, knowledge of one's destiny, knowledge of the future, determining the future of your path. So yeah, like justice is very much, I know what my path is, seeing clearly into the future and deciding, making decisions. So that makes a lot of sense for that. That's for this one. And I'll try to pronounce the name of it. Thorough. I'm probably butchering that. And then we got this one, which is Unjo. Joy, comfort, pleasure, fellowship, harmony, prosperity. So hang out with friends, hang out with close loved ones. Maybe if you have a crush, hang out with a crush. Get to know them. Then we have Solo. A time when power will be available to you for positive change in your life. So yeah, that's very much like the justice. Very like confirmation for the justice, right? That's beautiful, guys. You guys are amazing. And you don't even believe it. You don't even know it. Just get there, guys. Get there. You might be a good mediator. You might be a good lawyer. You might be a good judge. Whatever you guys want to do, if you're looking for a career path, something in like legality or helping people. And like, it doesn't have to be like expensive or long schooling, right? It could just be like a mediator, or like you could work for the county as like doing marriage contracts and stuff like that. We got Aquarius, the moon, and the 10th house. The 10th house is career, status, reputation, vocational purpose, taking power. Oh my God, beautiful. It's confirmation after confirmation after confirmation for you guys. Wow. Man, I hope this really helps you. God, guys, what can I say? Don't forget when you're like, don't forget your friends and your loved ones though too. Like, don't forget your friends, your family, your loved ones, whoever that is to you. Balance it. Make time for everything, because the Knight of Cups is how you get to be the justice, right? It's learning to value the people around you that lets you see perspectives, like putting yourself in, like, how would I feel if this happened to this person? Like, it's having an unbiased judgment, but sometimes you have to use, like, weirdly you have to use biases to get there. Like, what if this was my sister? What if this was my mother? What if this happened to me? Type thing, right? So yeah, but good luck, guys. I'm like honestly astounded. This pile is a powerhouse. So thank you, pile number 3, for being here and choosing to be in my video, doves. Watch my video, not in my video. Retrograde for one more day, dude. Bye, Mercury. You better direct yourself. Crap. Anyways, so yeah, just transmute the parts you don't like. I hope my advice helped you guys, and leave me a little beetle emoji in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, what have you, and the best of luck. Pile number 3. This is interesting because all 3 piles were different. Like, one pile was career, one pile was romantic, one pile was spiritual, which is really interesting. How different they all were. All right. Bye, doves. Thank you so much for supporting me, and have a great October spooky month. Bye-bye.